Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a new episode of Roaming with Baraka. And today you see some skyscrapers behind me. I'm in the city of Seoul, the capital city of South Korea, and I'm gonna take you through a journey in Korea. Bismillah, let's roam together. Yeah, let's go. Seoul, a city where ancient traditions and futuristic lights live side by side. It's loud, colorful, and full of energy, yet still holds peaceful spaces for reflection. In this journey, I'll explore Seoul through a Muslim traveler's eyes, a city where faith finds its place among the rhythm of modern life. We'll taste Seoul's Halal street food and uncover a side of Korea many travelers never see. Because traveling with faith means finding beauty in every moment, from prayer mats to palaces. This journey is about connection between cultures, communities, and hearts. Welcome to Seoul, South Korea, the Muslim side they never show you. I'm on my way to one of Seoul's most iconic neighborhoods, Gangnam. The name literally means south of the river, and it represents the city's modern soul, fast, fashionable, and always on the move. Once just farmland decades ago, Gangnam rose to become a symbol of Seoul's success and innovation. Today, it's home to high-end shopping streets, glassy skyscrapers, tech headquarters, and K-pop entertainment agencies that shape global pop culture. Here, people come to shop, work, and be seen. It's where tradition meets luxury and ambition meets creativity. But beyond the glitz, Gangnam also shows a more human side. Small cafes tucked in alleys, calm parks between tall buildings, and locals just living their daily rhythm in one of Asia's busiest districts. This is Gangnam. Stylish, dynamic, and endlessly alive. And now off to Itaewon, one of Seoul's most multicultural neighborhoods. This area sits right in the heart of the city, yet it feels like a meeting point for the whole world. You'll find people from every background here, travelers, expats, students. And it's also the center of Seoul's Muslim community. The Seoul Central Mosque stands just up the hill, surrounded by halal restaurants, cafes, and shops that make it easy for Muslims to feel at home. Among them is a local favorite, Eid Halal Korean Food. It's a small, family-run restaurant founded by Korean Muslims, serving authentic Korean dishes from bulgogi to bibimbap, all prepared the halal way. It's more than just a meal, it's where Korean flavor and Muslim hospitality come together. Next, I'm stepping into Marrakesh restaurant here in Itaewon, a cozy corner of Seoul that feels like a small piece of Morocco. The warm spices, the music, the decor, everything takes you straight to North Africa. They're known for their rich, slow-cooked tagines, streaming with flavor and served just like back home. And of course, no Moroccan meal is complete without a pot of mint tea, sweet, refreshing, and poured high for the perfect froth. And then just around the corner in Itaewon is Adam's Mandi, a Yemeni restaurant loved by locals and travelers alike. They serve fragrant rice, tender slow-cooked meat, and that rich smoky flavor Yemen is famous for. It's comfort food with soul, a taste of Arabia right here in Seoul. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're fed up with the Asian food all across Asia or at this place in Korea, then you can always go for some halal food, some Yemeni food, some Turkish food, some Lebanese food, some Moroccan food. So you always have something to eat if you're not in the mood for Asian food. So there's always options, just like this Yemeni restaurant and another Moroccan restaurant. And this is the view of the neighborhood. And if you would like to have the halal food or the most halal places, you have to be in Itaewon, because that's the area where you have the immigrants, basically. So people from Turkey, people from Pakistan, people from Bangladesh, from India, Moroccans, Yemenis. There's a big influx of Yemenis here in Korea. After the civil war, part of the Yemeni community moved or fled to Korea, specifically in Jeju Island, but you find them here as well. So Itaewon is where you have to be if you would like some good halal food or good halal snacks or a kebab. And if you go to what we call fancy restaurants, it's not fancy, but normal proper restaurants where you eat Yemeni food or Moroccan food, keep in mind you're gonna pay around, for a good meal and a dessert, you pay around 30 euros per person. So that's what you have to keep in mind here. After spending time in the heart of Itaewon, tasting halal Korean dishes, Moroccan tagines, and Yemeni mendi, I've seen just how multicultural Seoul truly is. It's a city that embraces differences, where you can hear the call to prayer echo beside neon lights, and find the mosque just a few minutes away from bustling night markets. But now, I'm leaving that energy behind to see another side of Korea, one that carries deep history and emotion. I'm on my way to the DMZ, the Demilitarized Zone, a 250-kilometer stretch of land that separates South and North Korea. Created in 1953 after the Korean War armistice, the DMZ is both a symbol of division and an unexpected place of peace. Despite being one of the most heavily guarded borders in the world, it's also become a sanctuary for nature, untouched forests, rare birds, and quiet hills where time seems to stand still. The drive north feels different. The city fades into farmland, then into military checkpoints. Tour buses pass by fences lined with barbed wire, and every mile closer feels heavier with history. At the DMZ, visitors can look across to the north, a land so close yet so distant. Some come here out of curiosity, others to reflect on the cost of conflict and the hope of unity. From tasting global flavors in Seoul to standing at one of the world's most tense borders, it's a powerful contrast. Korea reminds you how layered this country is. Modern and ancient, joyful and solemn, divided yet hopeful. This journey isn't just about places, it's about stories, and the DMZ tells one of the most important ones. As I stand here, looking across the quiet hills that divide two nations, it's hard not to feel the weight of history, but also the quiet hope that one day, this border might fade away. Traveling through Korea has shown me more than sights and food. It's shown me the stories of resilience, identity, and faith that bridge every difference. And from Seoul's vibrant streets to the stillness of the DMZ, it's clear that even in separation, there's always a longing for connection. Leaving the DMZ, the atmosphere shifts once again. The tension of the border fades into the hum of the city as I make my way back toward Seoul. It's a reminder that this country holds many layers, history, hope, and humanity all intertwined. My next stop takes me to a place that represents a different kind of connection. The Seoul Central Mosque. Located in the multicultural neighborhood of Itaewon, it stands proudly on a hill overlooking the city, its white minarets rising above the skyline. Built in 1976, the Seoul Central Mosque was the first official mosque in South Korea, a landmark of faith and cultural exchange. Its construction was supported by the Korean government and Muslim countries like Saudi Arabia at a time when Korea was beginning to open its doors to the world. Today, South Korea's Muslim population is small but growing, estimated at around 150,000 to 200,000, including both Korean converts and foreign residents. Despite being a minority, the presence of Islam continues to expand through education, cultural understanding, and the increasing number of halal-friendly spaces across the country. Islam's roots in Korea trace back further than most people think. The first recorded contact dates to the 9th century when Arab traders visited the Korean peninsula during the Silla dynasty. But modern Islam truly began to take shape after the Korean War when Turkish soldiers, part of the UN forces, introduced the faith to locals and helped establish the first Muslim community here. Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to a new day here in Seoul, Korea. Today I am going to the Gyeongbokgung Palace. First you rent a hanbok, which is a traditional Korean outfit, and then you can go to the palace, take some pictures. But it's quite nice and cool to have the outfit with the dragons and stuff. So I'll take you around and show you the palace with this nice outfit. Yalla, bismillah. For 30,000 won, you can rent out the hanbok. You guys have here different colors over here, and you can rent a hanbok for 30,000 won for 2 hours. That's the minimum. You have the men's sections over here and the women's section over there. You have different shops everywhere here in this area. So you come in, rent it, and then go to the palace. And in the palace you can pay the entrance fee for 3,000 won per person. Yes, so basically, as you can see, I'm wearing a crazy outfit. This is a traditional Korean outfit. It's called the hanbok. And this hanbok you can rent everywhere here in the city of Seoul, especially close to the temple of Gyeongbokgung. If you rent the hanbok, the entrance for this palace, it's free of charge. And you can get these views over here, mashallah. So this is definitely a thing you have to do in Seoul, 100%. 감사합니다. You know, and the nice thing about this place is we have palaces everywhere and you're surrounded by nature. On the other side you have some mountains, a whole mountain range. And if you turn to the other side over here, you see the skyscrapers and the city of Seoul, actually. People all rent hanboks because it's user-friendly, as they call it. Furthermore, there is a whole story because the king and the queen of this country back in the days, they would wear these outfits. And when they would enter the palace, they would wear a hat like this one that I have. And when they would exit the palace, they would wear another type of hat. And that's how they could mark the difference. SubhanAllah. It's so funny and so amazing how different cultures work differently. For us, the task to respect all cultures, respect all religions, but definitely seek truth. And that's the most important thing. That's why I roam with barakah, showing the good character that you need to have as a Muslim, mashallah. So, my journey through South Korea has been more than just travel. It's been a reminder of how faith connects us, no matter where we are. From the bustling streets of Seoul to the calm halls of the Central Mosque, from halal food in Itaewon to the silence of the DMZ. Every moment told the story of culture, resilience, and belief. This is Korea through a Muslim lens, and it's proof that even far from home, faith always finds its place.